Gurmit, you have a lead.
Oh, nice. What is it?
Okay. So this person has images that he believes could give the world a glimpse of a lesser-known individual present alongside the Republic's first president, Mr. Yusof bin Ishak.
Wait, lesser known individual? What does that mean?
Only one way to find out.
All right, let's go.
This is a photo album of my late grandfather, Mr. Eng Jee Chuang.
Aide-de-Camp, 1964-1965. Gurmit, please tell us, what is an aide-de-camp?
Right. Aide-de-Camp, or ADC for short, is basically a uniformed officer who works as a right-hand man for top-level figures. We're talking about government officials, military leaders, and even royalty. What they do is they help plan the events, they make sure that protocols are followed, and they're always hanging nearby these top-level figures during ceremonies. Aide-de-Camp is a French word which means camp assistant. Thank you.
He passed away in 2023. And then I kept this photo book as something for me to remember him by.
Sure.
Were you guys close?
Yeah, we were quite close. I was his eldest grandchild, so I spent more time with him compared to two of my younger siblings. Yeah.
So let's look at the photos, shall we?
Oh, sure. Okay, so this...
Come on, Yusof Ishak and his wife.
So beautiful.
So Yusof Ishak was Singapore's first president. He came into the office in 1965 until his demise in 1970. 65 was the year I was born. So
Wow, so you had 5 years of his presidency.
I feel the connection there, right?
This is a very personal photo.
Yeah. This is
Yeah,
autograph,
this
right?
was
It's
addressed to my
him.
grandfather, Mr. Eng Jee Chuang. And he even signed it, so did the First Lady at the time, Mrs. Yusof Ishak.
I wonder if this is like your grandfather's last day of service, like 23rd August 1965. Because he was 64 to 65, right?
Yeah.
And they dated it then.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like to thank him for his service.
Right.
Oh! These are photographs of my grandfather
There you
in
go.
his official aide-de-camp suit.
So was he in the military?
Obviously, there's a picture of him as the guard of honor kind of thing.
Actually, he wasn't.
What?
How come you had such a big reaction to what Tobie said?
Well, here's the thing, right? I have hosted quite a few President Star charity. Now, every time I see the president at the show, I will also see the ADC because they have to tag along. And the ADCs are always in uniform because they are from the military. They are military officers.
But my grandfather, he was a teacher last time before he was in aide-de-camp. So I'm not sure as to how he got this job.
Did he ever talk to you about his time?
Not really. Most he mentioned that he stayed in the Istana. He was the aide-de-camp to our late president. He wasn't one to talk about his past.
Okay, what else have we got here?
Oh, this was the swearing-in of our country's first ministers on September 1965, about a month after we separated from Malaysia. So as you can see here, this is my late grandfather. Pictured alongside Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. Next to him is Mr. Winston Choo.
And he was...
He was recognized as the official first aide-de-camp of Singapore.
Wait, but your grandfather is there?
Yes.
Isn't he the aide-de-camp?
And that's what I thought too. And that's what I'm curious. I understand that there are more than one aide-de-camp serving the current president.
Right.
But previously, I'm not sure if it was just one.
It was just one, yeah.
Oh.
It's very mysterious, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I was so curious as to what he did. Other than this photo book, I wish that there was a way I could find out more about him.
I'll take some photos.
Yeah.
And then we'll do some research and then we will get back to you. Yeah, I was curious to find out what was happening.
So at this point, we decided that it would be better for us to divide and conquer. So while she...
Goes to solve the mystery on Tobie's side.
I had to meet somebody about an item.
Item.
I'm off to the Heritage Conservation Centre that conserves, stores, and catalogues thousands of artifacts that are not on display. Teng Teng, there's a problem. I only see a table, there's nothing here.
It's on its way.
Huh? Oh, wow.
Okay, here is the Singapore Girl Perfume.
Singapore Girl Perfume? I've never heard of a Singapore Girl Perfume.
I know that this was actually sold on SQ flights in 1975.
How did you chance upon this amazing product?
I did an exhibition with a friend at the National Museum for Made in Singapore products. I've also done an earlier exhibition for Singapore Airlines in their training center. So I did collect some data on the Dadi perfumes, but I didn't think that I will find any because perfume, they don't keep very well.
Yes.
And they spoil or people use them. So this is just one of those random posts that came up. But the minute I saw the SQ logo, I saw the design, my hunch was like, this has got to be one of the earliest model. I got to get this one.
So Xuan, did you know that Singapore made their very own perfume?
I mean, I know that there are people in Arab Street who sell atta, the natural perfume oil.
Yes, but that's traditional perfume. I'm talking about Western-based perfume. And how much did it cost you to buy this?
Less than $100.
Simon, can you tell me this? Was this perfume made specifically for Singapore Girl?
Actually, this predates the Singapore Girl branding from Singapore Airlines. It was actually part of a series developed and conceptualized in the early 1970s. Perfumes that were named Bali Girl, Hong Kong Girl, and they're all very evocative. This is really one of the first perfumes conceptualized in Singapore in a Western style.
But Singapore Girl was made for Singapore Girl, the perfume, not the airlines. Then they came to the airline and say, hey, how about using this? Is it?
Yes.
And have you ever smelled Singapore Girl?
We can't remove the cap right now, but I feel like I could smell a bit. Actually, you can. You might be able to smell a bit.
Oh, yeah.
There is like a scent.
Is it?
You can kind of
Get in there.
There is a kind of like lotus flower, water lily note.
Faint, yeah.
You know it was a valuable item to keep, and you donated it.
Yeah.
Why so?
I am very interested in the made in Singapore brands and products, and I thought that this would really help to grow the national collection.
This perfume was so iconic and best-selling. It was in line with the Singapore Airlines branding. It was available in tourist shops, department store, shops everywhere, because the locals wanted a scent of home, and the tourists wanted something to remind them of Singapore. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you. Okay, nice.
Thanks.
Hey, Prof. Hey, hi, Gurmit. So I was told by our producer to meet this gentleman, and this gentleman apparently had a crucial role to play in developing the art scene in Singapore that we know today.
Oh. Ooh.
Hey, Prof.
Hey, hi, Gurmit. Welcome to my humble home.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Oh, what you got? Oh, it says here important documents
Yes,
inside.
important documents inside. This is a letter from Dr. Goh Keng Swee. It's a letter to me, original letter with his actual ink signature here. Wow. Now, this was written while he was Deputy Prime Minister and also Minister for Defence. This letter is involved with the founding of the Singapore Symphony Orchestra.
Why is this so special to you?
Actually, I was involved in the early formation of the SSO.
Okay, but why did Dr. Goh choose you? Were you already a budding musician?
Well, good question, because I was a scientist professionally.
Okay.
I was interested in music, possibly because I had some dealings with the youth orchestra at the time, and I knew Tan Teng Teng, who at the time was Singapore's Attorney General and chairman of the Singapore Youth Orchestra. He told Tan Teng Teng, said, I think this is a time where we try to start a national orchestra. We need some energetic young guy to do all the legwork for us. I was just a very junior lecturer in University of Singapore. I was a nobody. I got a call to meet the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr Goh Keng Swee. He asked me, is it time to start a national orchestra? You know, with Dr Goh, you don't say, don't know, maybe. With Dr Goh, you said yes or no. And of course I said yes.
So this letter is dated 1977, and that was a time when Singapore was going through nation building, heavy industrialization.
Absolutely.
And in the midst of all this,
Right.
Dr. Goh wanted an orchestra. Why?
Now, Dr. Goh had trained in London for many years, London School of Economics. He made it a point to attend classical concerts and all that. So his love for classical music was very strong. Coming back to Singapore as a politician, this must have always been at the back of his mind.
For the first time, musicians were paid full-time, full salary, right?
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yes, the arts are so important. It feeds our cultural soul.
Yeah. And because it was successful, then we saw the emergence of Singapore Dance Theatre, Singapore Chinese Orchestra. Wow. Beautiful. I have newfound respect for Dr. Goh Keng Swee.
Hello, good morning, Tanjabala. This is Gurmit Singh. I'm here with the Museum of You and Me. We are looking for people to share stories of Singapore in the past with items that remind them of these stories. So you have such items, come forward. Have a good day. The lady in black, I know you were smiling at me. There you go. Morning, sir. Have a good one. Ride safe.
Hello! What is your memory of the oldest items when you were growing up?
Childhood game,
What's that?
0 point.
Oh my goodness!
Good citizenship textbooks.
Good citizenship handbooks.
The textbooks.
The Milo van.
Dude! The Milo van on sports day.
The Milo that you can never replicate that taste again.
If you've got something that's an old object, anything at all that tells a story about Singapore of the past, come talk to me. I would love to share. Oh, hello.
Hi, I have something for
You have something?
Yes.
Phone card. What's so special about the phone card?
It's not about the phone card, it's about the person on the phone card.
Ooh, mysterious. Please step into my office. All right, this is my office. It's an open concept. You can take a seat here, please. Thank you. Okay, so we have a sort of a mystery as far as I'm concerned. You see, it's about the person on this card. To be very honest, I have no idea who he is, no resemblance to anybody I know. Who is he?
He's my grandfather.
No way!
Her
What was his name? Oh, the
great-grandfather.
name is here.
Yes.
B. Govindasamy Chettiar. Right, and then it says there, Albert Dock, 1879, Tanjung Pagar. Hey, we're in Tanjung Pagar. Hello. This is surreal. Okay, so how does one get the face on a phone card?
My grandfather is one of the pioneers of Singapore.
Pioneer.
Yes.
Right, I see there are 5 here. Your grandfather included.
He came to Singapore in 1906, looking for a better life for him and his family, but he came alone.
Wow.
And he worked in the harbour. And he was such a good worker that by the 1930s, the colonial people of the harbour, the government, decided to give him a contract. And he started his company called the Indian Labour Company around 1935.
This is the Indian Labour Company.
So what kind of work was there for these workers?
They were dock workers,
Right.
Carrying cargo, cleaning.
Because there were no machines then. There was
No
also all manual
machines.
labour, wasn't it?
It's all labour intensive. You needed the workers.
You know Clarke Quay, right? Back in the day when I was a little boy, I would go there to buy lunch because my father worked nearby. And that river was filled with bumboats. They were filled with goods, sacks of onions, potatoes, rice, what have you, right? And then they were berthed next to the shop houses there. There'll be a narrow plank from the boat to the land, and you see manual workers carrying all these gunny sacks to the shops.
Wow.
Hard, back-breaking work under the hot sun.
Really? I've only seen photos of those.
Right? I've been there.
During the 1930s, almost over 3,500 Indian workers worked for him.
3,500?
Yes.
And
So
where did they come from?
They came mainly from southern part of India. When the workers got into the harbour in India, they used to tell the harbour master, you know, I'm travelling to Singapore and I'm worried. And the harbour master said, don't worry, go there. There's a man, Chettiar, who will feed you and give you a job.
Wait, what do you mean feed you?
It was important for him that they were well taken care of. So he also started something of a modern day soup kitchen called the Kotai, where he would feed his employees as well.
3 meals a day.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. Not only the workers, but whoever lived around Tajumbaha, around the harbour,
Yes.
everyone was welcome.
What
And
a
the harbour.
heart. How important was the kotai to everybody?
I'm sure what they were paid at time was very minimal.
Yeah.
They had to send money back home.
Yes.
So this was where they could go with no one stopping them. They could go in anytime, have food.
I have to say this has been one of the most heartfelt chats I've had. What started as just a phone call became about a story about a man with a big heart. So can you please hold this while I take a picture? Cheese.
So Shu-En, why are we here today?
So, we called someone who called someone who called someone, and now we're going to meet someone who may have the answers to the questions that you had.
And who might that be?
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's someone in your book. This way. Hello, Mr. Chu. I'm Shu-En. This is Tobie. So we know that you are the first ADC on record, but Tobie actually has a photo album of his grandfather who was also an ADC in the year before you.
So this was the photo album that my late grandfather left to me. And it is his time as the Aide-de-Camp of Singapore between 1964 and 1965. But before I go further into this, I want to ask you if you have any recollection of my grandfather.
Oh yes, when I was appointed ADC in September of '65, your grandfather was then the ADC to Yusof, who was then Eng Jee Chuang before he became the president.
From what I understand, he was a teacher before he assumed the role of the Aide-de-Camp.
No, in 1963, when Singapore was just a state of the Malaysian Confederation, the Eng Jee Chuang Yusof then was not entitled to a regular police or military ADC. So they got somebody seconded from the education ministry, in this case was your grandfather, who was a teacher. They gave him an honorary rank of captain. I think he went to Singapore Infantry Regiment for a few days to learn how to put on a uniform, maybe to march a few steps, how to salute. And then he became ADC.
Wow, just like that.
Do you have any idea how he came to get that role?
I have no idea. I mean, I have no idea how I became the ADC.
And there's also one photo that really speaks out to me because this was after our independence in 1965, in September, I believe, during the swearing in of our country's new ministers. This is my grandfather here and Mr. Chuya here. When Mr. Yusof Ishak became president upon separation, was my grandfather then not the first aide-de-camp to him?
In '65, we separated from Malaysia. The Prime Minister, Tan Teng Teng, felt that the President should have a regular army officer as his ADC. I went to the Istana to be interviewed by Sheikh Yusof. So after the interview, I went back to the unit. That evening, the Tobie packed up, report to the Istana.
Wow!
So I packed up and went to the Istana. That's where I met
my grandfather.
Your grandfather, Eng Jee Chuang. So he showed me around and told me what the job was. So I said, wow, this is a big job for, I was 24 years old.
Oh, so by then he actually wasn't in any official capacity, he was just helping.
How is it like looking at all these photos now?
It's nostalgic, because well, many of these photos I don't have because it was your grandfather's photo.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I always wonder what this picture was.
It was Sheikh Yusof and upon Aisha's farewell tea for the grandfather.
Wow, that was nice of them.
I must say that if not for Eng Jee Chuang, I wouldn't know how to do the job.
Thank you so much for clarifying all this, answering all these questions that I never really got to ask him.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Chu. We should take a photo together. This is such a special moment. Okay, smile.
Okay. We are here.
Hello guys.
Oh. Hey.
Hi. Hello. I'm going to show you a movie ticket from 1992.
Wow, so cool. How come you have both halves?
Oh, she doesn't know I'm coming.
Masha, okay?
She thinks she's doing an interview with a producer.
We'd just like to talk to you about...
What are you wearing? Hello.
Oh, so this is a surprise.
It is a surprise.
I have something of yours.
What? Is it here?